The following is for entertainment purposes only. We are not financial advisors. We are not responsible for any losses, only the profits. What is up, Octonation? It is Charlie. I am going to be your host for today. Today we're taking a look at 5 hurricane stocks to buy for hurricane season. So we just had a first glimpse of what might be a big year for hurricanes. I hope it's not. There are a couple of people that died today and yesterday, and my thoughts and prayers go out to you and all your families. I don't want to make this video to take advantage of the situation, and poke at it and hope that they come, because I definitely don't, but it is what it is. Businesses do got to be out there to go and help people, and those businesses have to make money, otherwise they won't exist. So we're going to take a look at that. Stuff to get into, you could get into now and just wait it out till end of hurricane season, or you could just wait for the next one to come and then try to pop on in for a quick flip. We're going to dive on in right now. First one, CLH, which is Clean Harbors. Sounds perfect already, right? Removing and treating and cleaning is what they do. So these guys are massive. They do oil collection and refining, hazardous waste disposal, emergency response, blending lubricants, industrial services, environmental services, energy services, parts washing, oil collection, refining. So anything happens to water or any sort of oil or whatever, they can come clean it up and fix it. These guys are massive. They've got $710 million in revenue for Q2 overall economic slowdown resulting from the pandemic. So they're actually have been affected even by what's going on too. So they're even slowing down. The hurricanes will help them pick back up though. Again, massive company. Adjusted free cash flow was $98 million. Environmental services segment delivered excellent results due to strong performance in incineration and decontamination work. Safety clean segments challenges by nationwide shutdowns early in quarter and related effects on both branch businesses and refining. Corporate segment up slightly as cost savings mostly offset bad debt severance. So what do? They're North America's leading provider of environmental, energy, and industrial services. Through its vast network of service centers and waste management, treatment, and disposal facilities, Clean Harbors provides a broad range of services, including hazardous material. We went over that. They even do decoking material processing, as well as industrial lodging, exploration, and directional boring services. Not like it's boring, but boring stuff out, pouring some out. So Clean Harbors Safety Clean is a subsidiary, is the leading American used oil recycling and refining parts cleaning environmental solutions company for small quantity waste generators, and has the largest refining capabilities of used oil into base and blended oil lubricants. Safety Clean provides a broad set of environmentally responsible products and services that keep businesses in balance and environment. So even when there's an oil spill, so this is like hitting right where they have a bunch of oil tankers in Houston and Louisiana and all that. So out there they've got oil riggers and they've got drilling even right on the coast too. So you got it out in the water right on the coast. If any of those pop off break, you're gonna have an oil spill. These guys can help with all that too. They can even take the oil and recycle it and make it usable. It's crazy. Hurricane, so I looked it up and they have helped out with many hurricanes. So here's something they did for Hurricane Maria. It says, we're ready to help. As the largest emergency response in North America, we have provided resources and expertise to provide the fastest, most comprehensive disaster relief services available. These guys are on it. What we offer: flood water management and mobile treatment, equipment rentals and transportation, debris removal and disposal. So these are the dudes you call. These are the Ghostbusters for flood work. Flood water management, roll-off container rentals. So they'll even rent you the equipment, household hazardous waste collection, emergency pump outs and spill cleanups, chemical identification, the whole thing, man. They'll take care of it. Vacuum truck services, hydro evacuation stuff. Unbelievable. Here they are, getting oil and refining it. The Gulf spill, the Kalamazoo River and the Yellowstone Oil River spills, Hurricane Katrina, Rita, and Sandy. I think this would be a good one to invest in. I do. Yeah. So I personally took a pull in most of these already. Nothing major, but just watching them, because some of them have moved a little bit a lot of guys were trying to get into like the small oil companies, because we were talking about those earlier, you know, the little penny stocks, little oil companies that are going for like 10 cents or whatever. Like, maybe we can get to 20. We can do it like that. So they're doing that and riding that and pulling out. Good for them. You can make a little money on those too. But these are kind of the bigger boys through this. The next company is FLR Fluor. How do you say that? Fluor Corporation. Construction, building, temporary structures. Fluor was awarded FEMA contract to support disaster-related operations in Texas. So these guys, again, just like them, have worked through plenty of these before. These guys are gonna build you like temporary buildings and stuff though. They'll build like these little sheds or whatever to house these people to work, or how, you know, build up a little house real quick to have everyone live, to be safe, you know, while their house is totally flooded out. So they announced today that the company has been awarded by a contract Department of Homeland Security. This is old, this is from 2015, but this is just showing for other disasters that have happened, they were there. You know, when FEMA needs help, they call on these guys. We are proud to be a part of this important humanitarian effort. So their contract is one of 2 task order contracts by FEMA for disaster services in Texas. The contract was issued under the Architects and Engineers Technical Assistance contract, so they're cool with them. The Architects and Engineers Technical Assistance, they're big. They help. They're kind of like another middleman for environmental stuff. So they're cool with them. The government of FEMA, which carries out statutory authorities from Disaster Relief Emergency Assistance Act. An additional 6-month period. Here's another thing they helped with. Fluor to train and employ. They train and employ displaced hurricane victims and accelerate the rebuilding process of the region. So they're going to help rebuild. Announced today that it will help set up craft training centers and fund at its own cost. They train people for free, and they're training for the first 1,000 citizens whose homes and jobs were lost by the catastrophic storm. In total, the company expects to train many thousands of individuals in the centers that will be established at existing facilities in and around the areas where concentrated rebuilding of hurricane damage infrastructure is taking place. It's rad, man. These guys are cool. Here they donated $100,000 for something else. They achieved a $9 million safe work hours. So they worked 9 million hours supporting Katrina. When Katrina hit a couple years ago, well, was it 12 years ago or whatever? A long time ago. Can't keep track. 13 years ago, I guess. They worked 9 million hours worth of man work. Unbelievable. So there we guys, Irving, Texas company. Crazy. Next one, let's talk about SERV, SERV, which is a ticker. That is Service Master Global. What is Service Master? They've got a chain block of they're an umbrella for basically cleanup crews like carpet and tile and restoration companies. So they own Service Master. You might know that brand. But these guys are the ones that are going to be helping like remove water out of commercial buildings and houses. They're not going to necessarily like remove the water out of the street. That's for like those guys. These guys are pros at getting it out of the houses and structures. So they also help with a little bit of demolition, drying the structures, mold removal, sanitation purposes after all that. Shows here commercial damage from tropical storms and hurricanes. So, mom and pop, or you and your loved ones, your house gets flooded, who are you going to call? Got to call a restoration company like this. So next ticker is XYL, Xylem. These guys are the dirty water out, clean water in guys, okay? So they're also going to pump water out. Got this big old flood pumper thing here. They pump it out and they push it out somewhere else, but they're also big on purifying stuff, like not even just water, like the air. These guys are crazy cool business. Here's something for Hurricane Matthew. They mobilize pumps, equipment to help remove water after the aftermath. Xylem's local branches in North Charleston, South Carolina, Jacksonville, Florida, working around the clock to provide a rapid response to dewatering capabilities to keep local infrastructure and community facilities functional during and after Matthew. So these guys are really cool. Xylem turning water into cash was a headline from, I believe this was Forbes here. We're in the midst of a water crisis. Fresh water accounts for only 1% of the total water available on Earth. Combinations of aquifer drainage, pollution, climate change. Water gets bad. According to the Food and Agricultural Organization of the United Nations, By 2025, 1.8 billion people will be living in countries or regions with absolute water scarcity. So these guys help clean water. So Xylem commits $1 million in expanded support relief efforts in response to hurricanes Harvey, Irma, flooding in South Asia. So they helped out with that. These guys are global too, and they're massive. So if you need clean water, you need water moved or refined, these are the guys to call. Next one, Home Depot. Y'all been to Home Depot? Depot, okay. Material supplies, people need to fix the roof, the drywall, the insulation, the pipes. Mom and pop need to go down and get a tarp, okay. Gonna go to Home Depot. Home Depot will go up. They will bank off that stuff, and they always do. Another one, WTI oil could go up. It will, because there will be a shortage. Well, right now, 15% of the U.S. oil refineries are shut down there in South Houston as of yesterday. So even though the refineries might not get completely wiped away, the workers can't go back to work because they're not going to let them go drive through the road that's going to get them there. Even the boats and stuff that were out there on the riggers and stuff, I'm pretty sure those guys are out too. So that puts a clamp on oil. When there's a clamp on something, the price goes up. So there's less inventory, price is going to go up. So you could even trade the futures for WTI. Generators. People need all sorts of generators. They need small ones, big ones, medium ones. Okay. First one we're going to look at is Gnrc Holdings, Gnrc. These are like the largest Mac Daddy generic producers. They make a lot, and then they'll brand them out, they'll white label them to whoever, Walmart or whatnot. They make a ton of, like the standard household ones too, that, get at Home Depot, Home Depot, and all the places. Okay. These guys are the ones that make it. Ticker is Gnrc, excuse me. Next one we're going to look at is Polar Power Inc. They do some generators, but these guys are a little bit broader, and you'll see what's going on. So they do these setups where they can do a solar panel setup here, and then they've got a whole telecommunications set up here for like telephone stuff. So a lot of telephone tower things they do, DC power systems, DC hybrid power systems, solar hybrid power systems. As you can see, they even make like backup battery generator stuff here. These guys are all over. They do, I don't want to get too big in this company, but they do all sorts of stuff for wireless connectivity, Sprint, AT&T. But they also have marine and RV, remote and distributed power, prime power, oil field and mining. So if you need power anywhere, kind of like that BMRG, the EOS play, these guys are the big boys to call up. So whether you need a phone, you need a generator, a propane, a diesel generator, whatever you need, these guys got it. They got contracts with the military, everybody. Man, these guys are massive. Finances, guys are just going up. Yeah, they're profitable. Again, every size you want, any setup you want, gas, propane, whatever, they got you. They even have these like mobile towable units you can just pull right up. I think these ones are diesel or LNG. Looks like diesel there. But you can set up solar panels and then they'll run it off that, and backup generators. So you need power. So what do you guys think about all those plays? I mean, there's a lot to go into there, but any other ones that I missed that you're like, dude, you need to get on that one? Let me know it in the comments. Let's move on. Let's take a look at how CleanSpark reacted today. Whoa, what happened? Tanked? Not really. Just went down a little bit. It was like 15%. Good thing is it caught right at this support here, which was right at the gap, right at this gap up. When back here, I don't know, when was this, about 3 weeks ago or something, we gapped up from 9 and it just went down and then gapped up overnight. Blah. Well, it gapped down, but look how many times we've tagged it once here, twice back here, and then today it just kept smacking it. I think it smacked it like 6 times. So good thing is that it didn't drop below it. I think that it could have gone a little bit more down. We're going to look at it here in a second. In fact, I'm going to do it right now. CLSK. No, okay, that is correct. It did only tap it. Just want to make sure. Okay. On to the next bit of news. TikTok sale appears imminent. Rumors fly as Microsoft and Walmart team up for a bid. Did you hear that? Walmart and Microsoft teaming up to go after TikTok? The dancing Tweeny Bopper app? How crazy is that? What kind of world is this, man? Walmart buying an app, one like TikTok, and they're pairing with Microsoft. It just blew my mind. Like, Walmart's being aggressive at like getting companies and stuff too. So they're finally realizing that they need to spread it out a little bit. They're looking at the Amazons of the world and realizing if they diversify, they can take over even more. Not only the food and diaper category. So everyone who is in Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or Snap seems to want a piece of TikTok. Chinese tech ByteDance may be ready to give up its control of TikTok after all, with a new report saying that the social network's app sale may be finalized within the next couple of days. A deal for TikTok's North American Australian operations is expected to be announced in the coming days, CNBC reported, citing sources who wish to remain anonymous. So far, Microsoft, Oracle, and a third U.S. company have made bids on TikTok, CNBC added, noting that retail giant Walmart said it's teaming up with Microsoft for its bid. The report also said TikTok's U.S., Canadian, Aussie, and New Zealand business are valued up to $30 billion. Unreal. Crazy. Now let's look at some more charts. So, cute little nice little button hook on us today, huh? I think everyone freaked out. I think the whole market freaked out a little bit. Let's zoom out, see if it's a big deal. Nah. Kinda. This was an aggressive down. Okay, it definitely was, but it still wasn't even anything like we saw even in the beginning of August. In August we saw. Let's find out. It just got blocked. There we go. 2.7% down. What do we have today? People freaking out at 1.5% down. QQQs. That's still not good, but it's a QQQ. What are you going to do? This is the tech boys. You ain't going to mess with that. You're not going to mess with that. One thing that is kind of scary though, if you guys know what gotta fix this chart real quick for you. There we go. If you know what a double top looks like, this pretty much looks like it. Basically, the McDonald's, okay? It looks like a McDonald's. If it comes down and this side right here breaks this right here, so if you have a line right in the middle of the M of McDonald's, if the right side passes below that, that's supposedly a confirmed double top. And what does that usually mean? It's going to keep going lower, so it's not a good sign. What happened after it passed this? It went lower. It did. But check it out. Post-market, it went up because of QQQ. Or because technicals don't matter anymore. They do matter. For most of the time, they're still right on track with technicals, but it's still not, too insanely bad. This could still obviously tank. The thing that is scary is look at these red candles of volume. Look how massive this pull down was right here. Because people saw the double top and they're like, short, So I looked back for us. I think it was the 3-month. Holy Toledo. We got so much volume going on. So we had a double top again. I don't know, somewhere right back here that I found since March. We've had a couple that were double tops, and basically like right here. Yeah, you see this right here? The M, and then went below this line, but it faked us out. See, it faked us out right in here, and then decided to keep going. So I think we're still gonna do that. This little double top though is little though. Again, this one is a massive monster. I wouldn't think too much about it. Regardless, you still don't know and manage your risk, but something to pay attention to. Clean Spark. This is the one we already talked about where it went down there. Okay, a green power motor company. Dude, this baby took off again. Right out the gate. Okay, broke the channels, sliced right through them, and just kept going. Okay, then we've got another channel though now, and this is taking the all-time highs of $3.30 right back up here from a couple days ago, and then we're sitting like basically right on the top of the channel, right about $3.07. So watch this. I'm probably at this point, I'm gonna wait until it breaks all-time highs, and I'll probably wait until it goes, above 350, I'd say, because what's been happening lately is it'll break the resistance, and then it'll come right back down. Break the resistance just a little bit to fake the bulls out, and then come right back down. So I'm gonna wait until this one is probably even above 350 here before I think about taking another position. Or if this thing starts breaking and everything looks perfect and right, I might take another position and just go up and then just ride my stop loss up. But just look at this channel here. I think it's gonna play around a little bit in here, but I don't know, this thing has still been aggressive and probably still has a lot of room to run. We're still only sitting at, you know, $3.15. You know, this could be 10 bucks by the end of the year. What do you think? Will it? Find out. Let's take a look at silver. So take a look what happened after hours, okay? Talk about another double. Remember the McDonald's W upside down? Upside down W. So today, or you know, that day, yesterday, it ripped up, ripped back down. Look at it, ripped down today. Everyone freaked out again. But guess what? Psyched us all out. And now look at this after hours. It's up, dude, straight up. So that's fantastic. Anything else? You know, PPSI, of course, is doing exactly what we know it's going to do. Just riding that channel. Unbelievable. So other than that, you know, we had a lot of red pretty much throughout a lot of the stock market. The big boys are going to keep riding up. It might be good to get into some. Got to bring up the look at this thing. The XPEV. There we go. So I was a little surprised that this thing ended up going down so hard. You know, I thought around, you know, when it was kind of consolidating here around like the 2269, 2291, I was thinking we're probably getting ready to break, but it wanted to keep going down. So we do definitely have a line here at 2250 that it smacked multiple times today, and it was part of the, was there a gap there? That's just the volume. It wasn't a gap, but basically where it started at 2250, you know, and now it's down to 2134. It looks like it's on its way back up though. In fact, it is, because post-market is up. So this does look like it's consolidating a bit. I still wouldn't, like, you know, market order this baby yet. I'd say it's probably gonna start trying to work its way up. It might create us a little channel here. We'll probably have one exactly where this is at, which is at 2134, because it tagged it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times and rejected, and it started heading north. So technically it's heading north. If we break the 2250, that's where it'd probably be a good entry to get in, unless you're super long bull and just, you know, do what you want to do. But that's what I'm kind of looking for. I want to see it kind of break past that, or if again it comes up here, tags is 2250, and it heads back down to 2134 and consolidates again, I'll probably jump in there knowing that it's probably going to ride that channel and start surfing. So any other plays y'all want me to take a look at tomorrow or today or whatever, again, follow me on Twitter up there. I've been hitting massive charts throughout the day and giving you kind of some entries when stuff's coiled up and ready to rock, and we've hit them pretty much spot on for the past couple of days. We've been doing real good on that. So if you want some last minute updates, if you're trying to get some last minute trades in, be sure and add us on there. We'll take care of you. And if you haven't liked this video, please do that. You know, we support it and we enjoy it. It makes us happy. And also subscribe. We've also got about 75% of the viewers that still aren't subscribed. We really appreciate it if you would. It really helps out the channel and will make it so I can just keep on going. All right, y'all take care. Bye-bye.